So for step 22, attaching the front fork. Well, first we need to put the front fender onto the fork itself, and then we're going to be attaching it to the chassis. But the one thing that has to be added is they're showing you putting some sponge tape onto the end right there on both sides, and they tell you what size to cut it, so I've already done that. The funny thing is the tape that's in the bag, it looks like it's pretty frayed already. I'm not really sure why, but so those two pieces are going to go on either side. Then we're going to attach it with one of the pins, and then we've got this piece right here that has a spring that we have to put onto the chassis as well, and it should look like that. So we're going to have to bend this into shape as we put it on. So those are all the pieces that we're going to need for this step. So I'll set this up and let's put it together. So first off, let's get the fender attached to the fork here. So you can see we've got the triangle piece facing towards us, and you can see that it's going to be sitting like that. So these will need to be turned around so that we can attach the piece like that. So let me grab one of the screws. And let's put that through there and in through there. I just want to make sure that it is going in correctly, which I need to adjust that a bit. There we go. I'm just getting it on a little bit so I can get the other one on so that it's a bit more level here. So we've got to get this one onto here as well. There we go. Yep. And this side. There we go. So the fender is now attached. Very cool. All right. So now it's the sponge tape onto the chassis. So I'm going to take this little piece here. And we're going to attach it to this side. Just like that. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. I can get my hands on it. Come on. There we go. No. Okay, let's try it from the other side. There we go. It's really thin sponge tape. And we'll stick that there. Just like that. And it's already kind of fraying in my hand, so I don't know, it seems like it's really old stuff, but it's on. So the next thing that we need to do is actually attach this. So we're going to grab that MC7 screw pin right here. This is going to go in through the top and then in through the hole right there. So just like that. And we'll screw that into place. There we are. So now that's on. I guess the sponge tape is supposed to provide a little bit of cushioning. I may end up putting more or something because that just seems really thin and I'm not sure that it really does much. But we'll see how this goes. So that part's done. So now we're left with this last part where they're showing that this spring needs to fit onto the back hole, but you have to push it. So you see how it sits like that. We're going to need to basically pry it open so that it's sitting on either side. Like that. And like that. And like that. So ultimately that's how it should look. Because you can see now it's got spring back. Now that's gonna pop off obviously if we don't, if we keep playing around with it. But the idea is that's how that's gonna work. So it has a bit of spring back. This piece here is now gonna sit over top, and now we're gonna use another one of the MA3 small screws in the back here, and we're gonna screw that down. Just like that. So now you can see it's just gonna spring back and forth, which will keep it level when it's level, but will turn when it needs to. Very, very cool. So that is the end of step 22. There's our front fork. So now we're going to move on to step 23 and work on the wheels.